Hi there, it's Swifty Arrow here. Welcome to the first commentary video on my gaming channel. What I'm aiming to do here is showcase the games I'm currently playing and revisit a few old classics along the way. I'm also a little bit of a history buff, so expect a little bit of that thrown into the mix. Battlefield 1's been a great revitalisation of the Battlefield franchise for me. I did feel it got a little stale in BF3 when it was DLC, and then, oh look, more DLC. Back then I honestly felt it was really pay to win. You've got to get the DLC, otherwise you're not going to get the right weapons, etc. But rather than spending more time getting to know the classes and figuring out where my strengths and weaknesses lied, I just decided to blame the DLCs. But the F1's done it better. Future DLCs for BF1. First of all, we've had Thou Shalt Not Pass, which has been great fun. But coming up, we've got In the Name of the Tsar, 4 new maps. Russian army joins the fight. We're going to have snow-covered ravines and freezing archipelago maps. It's going to be great. We've not seen snow-covered maps before. I'm really looking forward to that. Then we've got Turning Tides, taking part in WW1's most daring amphibious defences, including the Zeebrugge raid and Gallipoli offensive and more. Zeebrugge kind of fills me with joy. Used to travel around Zeebrugge and Bruges and Knokke in Belgium as a kid, so it'd be nice to look at the real place and then look how they're going to portray it in the game. So looking forward to that. Then we've got Apocalypse, which is the penultimate. It's the ultimate, actually. Penultimate's one before. No. Anyway, Apocalypse. It's the final DLC, and we're going to be focusing on the most infamous battles of World War I with new weapons and brutal tools. That's going to be full-on trench warfare. That's what I'm expecting, and then we should be looking at some of those iconic battles like the Battle of the Somme. That was 1916, but then they went back to its like third Battle of Somme, and it was brutal. But looking at that, maybe we might get to see a peek into tunnel warfare. That was like a massive thing. On the Western Front, the main objective was to place large quantities of explosives that in enemy defensive positions. And when it went off, the explosion would destroy that whole section of trench. Then infantry would be able to advance towards the enemy front line, hoping to take advantage of the confusion that followed from the explosion from an underground mine. It could take as long as a year to dig one of these tunnels and place the explosives. As well as digging their own tunnels, you have to listen out for enemy tunnelers because the Germans were doing it as well. On occasions, they'll dig into the other tunnels and then you'd get underground fighting, hand-to-hand brutal fights. When an enemy's tunnel was found, it was normally collapsed using explosives. That would really change the dynamic of current gameplay, wouldn't it? Having tunnels being able to be dug underneath. All in all, I expect all the DLCs to be feature-packed, looking pretty, and if the concept art's anything to go by, it's going to be good fun. As for myself, how I play, I tend to mix classes depending on really what's needed. Although I tend to favour long-range sniping, even though I'm a bit mediocre. And flying, I really love that attack plane. Just taking out enemies, so much fun. I think my main areas of focus are middle offensive sniping. I really need to get better at that, and then really getting the medic rifle like part of my repertoire. I'm a good healer, but really want to get a few kills while I'm healing people. That's really just about it. One last thing, in the channel there's a few old World of Warcraft videos I'd suggest to check out. They're really old, excuse the quality. You can see when I uploaded them years ago. Anyway, I tend to revisit those, do some commentary over those, and aiming to flesh out what it's really like to play back then, because WoW then is a totally different beast to what it is now. Anyway, catch you later. Take care.